Sometimes I wonder if my art is good enough. Is the quality high enough? Did I draw this correctly? Is this starting to look like it could be used professionally? I work as a full-time concept artist and illustrator and have been doing this for 2 years now. I have struggled with this question a lot, and I still do. It is very hard to put a level of quality on your own or someone else's art. Yet, we always seem to wonder if we are improving fast enough, or if our art will ever be as good as the art from the artists that we admire. We wonder if that day will ever come. I know that there are a few videos out there that cover this subject, on what art levels there are and what you can do to improve. But in this video, I want to show you the different art levels with the same subjects, and also show you immediately what an improved version looks like or can look like. Okay, here is what I do to determine my own art level or to determine the art level of someone who asks me for feedback. First, you look at the art fundamentals. Art fundamentals are the basics. Something every artist should learn if they want to get better and understand what they are drawing. This includes perspective, light and shadows, creating depth, values, and anatomy. Let's try to focus on these for now. Here are 4 examples of chests from artists at 4 different levels. Yes, simple chests, no complex anime girls. We all start out here, the 3D shaped box, a chest. Yet, if you look at it, you'll notice that the sides aren't drawn correctly when it comes to perspective. If you are at this level, you might want to spend some more time practicing simple shapes or objects in perspective. If you are going to add details on this chest, your detail will not magically fix the perspective. It might make it look slightly better, but you will still have this off feeling. At this level, I recommend getting comfortable with basic shapes and volumes before doing anything else. Luckily, there are many tutorials about this on YouTube, and it is very easy to improve on this. You can pick this up today and literally improve the same day. The second one looks better, but it lacks depth and could use some work on the shadows. Let's start with the depth. If you always draw your details on top of your objects or characters, but do not give them any mass, it will look flat. The metal frame and nails on this chest should not be stuck onto it like a sticker. Same goes for clothing on a character. As for shadows, it is good that the artist thought about adding some light and shadows to the chest. Yet it does not exactly match the material or any lighting scenario. There is no clear light source and the highlights are kind of all over the place. But in the next step you will see how to improve on this. The third level looks quite nice already. The perspective is done right, there's depth, and the shadows are believable. But let's check the values. Checking the values can be done in black and white. You see that the artist paid attention to rendering, but was quite shy. This is okay. I was stuck on this level for quite some time. Increasing the contrast by adding more shading and highlights will do the trick. Use references and compare the values to your art. It does not matter what you're drawing. Another pointer about the third level chest is that the metal and the wood have the same texture. They have the same style of rendering and they both have one color. If the artist wishes to make his chest more realistic, he could add different colors close to the base color. In this case it would be gray and brown. If you look at a wooden table, a floor, anything around you that is made of wood, you will notice patterns and different shades of color on the wood. Metals are highly reflective, meaning that the highlights will look different on the metal surface of that chest than the wooden surface. Let's go to the 4th level. This looks and feels like a chest made by an artist who has a solid understanding of the art fundamentals. He added environmental lights and shows the different types of materials. If you are at this level, then you have put a good amount of time and effort into your art. Well done. So, how would you improve at level 4? It really depends on the art style you want to follow. The art style already started to matter at chest number 3, in fact. Since I have not been in the art industry for over 10 years, I do not feel like I am the right person to tell you how to improve from step 4. But I will still try to improve step 4 my own way. What I would do to improve level 4 to my own version of level 5 would be to make the shape a little bit more interesting. Changing up the perspective to add a third point. I would push the contrast even more and render out some of the parts that were painted roughly. If you take a closer look at level 4, you see that the brush strokes are there and it looks nice. But I would improve this by cleaning it up a little bit, making the edges a bit sharper. I would add some visible damage to the chest. Some of the edges of this chest look very straight. I would bend some of these lines and I would damage it even more. The metal at level 4 looked very cool to me, so I am adding a few warmer tones to it. A little bit more orange and brown, which also indicates rust. Improving level 4 to my version of a level 5 chest would just be adding more detail, making it more crisp and really rendering out certain areas. At level 5, you kind of want to find a balance of increasing the values but not overdoing it. Looking at references from other artists or just pictures will help with this. Please know that none of the art levels in this video determine if you are a bad artist or a good artist. I don't think there is something like a bad artist. We all have to start somewhere. I remember that I felt really lost when I didn't know what steps to take to improve my art. And I also didn't know where to look or what to change. And the truth is, we never really stop learning. So let me know if this was helpful. And hey, also share your progress in the comments below. I always wonder how many of my subscribers draw, because I really don't know. But I would love to hear about it. I'm gonna end this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.